Coming up next on season 3 of The Real Women of RVA.
She can fry chicken.
Okay, well,
she can fry chicken.
She good in my book.
She can fry chicken.
Come on, Real women at RVA, making moves, paving ways, staying in the game is the only way. Come on.
Hey girl, what's up? I am close. Yes, I am. Where are you? You outside? Okay. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Doing in my neck of the woods.
What's going on? Oh, good. Right now, I'm trying to figure out why this earring won't stay in my neck one ear.
I'm saying, I just was in the hood. I was like, it's Erica. I think that's Zika.
Yeah.
My girl.
I'm up here trying to multitask. I was meeting up. I just met up with my boy, Wendell and Amy. He up here chit-chatting. Because, he stay on this part of town, so we chit-chat, gossiping.
You know what? When I knew Wendell, well, I know Wendell, but I'm always thinking he was on Southside. Because every time we met up, he was like over off the hall or something like that.
He's everywhere.
Okay.
The man goes literally everywhere.
Got it.
40 to 50 salons per day.
Okay. Right.
So he's a floater. He's a full-fledged hustler. Yes. So he'll be anywhere you need him to be. So I met him down the street at Olive Garden, down this way. Girl, bye. That's why anytime I'm in this side of town, he's like, where you at? He just pop up on me. So yeah. Now I told him I was gonna be over here real quick. So he wanted to talk to me. We had to keep up on some things. We got the Atlanta trip and stuff like that going on. So I had to fill him in, and I had to meet this new friend that he been talking so much about. So I was like, okay. Yeah. Oh no. They just friends.
Oh, okay, sure.
They just friends. That's what they say.
Okay.
But they always morning and night, always together.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
well, that's good. That's good to establish a friendship.
Yes, very good, very good. So they're like, what's going on with you?
Girl, I got a lot of people studying my books. So I'm doing cease and desist everywhere. And it's just not really having the effects that I need.
That happened to our book.
Yeah.
No, for real. They were sending like posts on, like, book hadn't even hit the stands yet, and somebody already bought the book and was reselling the book.
There you go.
And they was giving remarks on the book. We're like, how? The book ain't even hit. What? Yeah. I didn't know they do that. So that's legit. So yeah.
And they do it hard.
They do it very hard. Disrespectful.
Yeah, very
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Okay. So you're gonna have to definitely get on that. So much people coming at me wanting me to help them with their modeling career.
Really?
Yes. I had a lot of young girls from like 17 on up asking me to help them out, and I'm like, why? Oh no, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but I'm trying to focus on my daughter.
Yes.
So, itty bitty, I'm putting her out there now. Checked out her little page.
I just love her. Oh
My Cheyenne the model,
I know,
yes.
right.
So she loves it. Every morning we get up, take her pictures. She has so much personality. So
yes, she does. It's good that she loves it.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
Because
she does.
Parents, they just be like, nah, I need you to stand there. And
Yeah.
walk. You know what
No,
I'm saying? And they don't
she-
really want to do it, but she's made for it, and you can tell that she loves it.
Thank
you. Know
you.
what I'm saying?
That's my pain in my booty, but I love her so much. She's just like always ready, always. We argue every single morning about what she's going to do.
Well, she already knows that she's already.
No, it's annoying. No, it's very annoying. She's telling me, you're not doing it right. We we got into it. I asked her teacher out because I thought a teacher didn't send home information. She's like, that doesn't pertain to your daughter. That pertains to the kindergartners. She's in first grade.
Okay.
So my child had me dressing her in color schemes that wasn't really necessarily needed for color schemes. And I told her, Cheyenne, I don't shop like that. And she's like, well, I don't want to be the one that's out of the mix. So yeah, we got into it pretty nasty. But she's very something.
You gotta love it though.
I do.
You just gotta look at it and be like, oh, that's me. That's me.
I don't want to. No, I'm not gonna admit to that. No, I'm not. She kind of got her mom ways, but I swear that child's different. She's just different.
It's very rare that we are actually talking about the show. We normally talking about what our day is like. You know, we prepare whatever wine we gonna have for the night. Then we do a prayer before we start, and you know, then we get started. And prayerfully, there are no hiccups. You know, with Facebook Live and technology. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you know, we try not to. We pray that there are no hiccups along the way. Yeah. Because it's like sometimes you get those experiences where I think the last couple of times where I tried to use my laptop, nobody can hear me.
Oh, okay.
Nobody can hear it. And so.
Well, I look good.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You do. You look
You
great.
can see my little thing in my ear. They be like, oh, she's special. She got a hearing aid popping. You're like, yeah, I know she said she was
You the
good, but
50 plus
yeah.
club for real.
You know what I'm saying? I throw you under the bus. Just roll over me slowly. All right. I know y'all was like, you know, you've been rocking that thing in your ear quite a long time, right? So it was an ear infection. It carried on much longer than I would have expected it to, but thank God I am living to hear another day. Amen.
You gotta focus on this stuff over here before you keep adding more stuff.
Yeah,
to
I
your
be
plate.
seeing. I'm like, damn, Lez doing that. Damn, she doing that too. Oh God, that she doing that. I mean, you know, I think it's good in a way, but then again, it's like, how much can you really do physically and physically do? You know what I'm saying? Without it taking a toll on you.
I think it's because right now I'm at a different place where it's like, even when we did the what did we do? What was that event we did? The authors, what was it?
The workshop?
Come on, what did we call it though?
Expo.
Right, even when we did that, I wasn't where I am right now. Like right now, I'm at the point where everything I'm doing, I want to start seeing money from it.
Yes, I can relate. You know.
How do you get to that point? How do you get to that point where everything under your brand is really, really generating money? And of course, I know you got to keep pushing, you got to keep trying. That's a given. That's a given.
It takes time.
And then not giving up.
No.
And then not giving up. That's the thing. Not getting to the point where you're frustrated and just like, you know what, fuck this. I can't do this no more.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm not seeing what I want. But then I have to
you know,
start.
once you do that, you'll never see what
Right.
you want. And so that's why, you know, you gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going.
Right. And
You
then that's
gotta
what,
make that plan though. How do you plan to be profitable? Like, do you have a way, are you doing like marketing campaigns, launches to say, okay, we're having a sale this time to this time? You know, like, are you doing things like that to try to generate the sales?
It's knowing your audience and knowing what to give them and how to deliver it. So, I don't know. What time is it?
It should be maybe like, is that right? If it is, it's 6:59.
Oh, okay. Woosah breeze, woosah breeze, woosah breeze.
I just love the way you just be so camera ready. I am so
You
not
wanna do it
camera
with
ready.
me?
No.
Do it with me.
Do what?
Woosah breeze.
Oh God.
Woosah. I don't have a glass of wine.
I am inside breathing.
Shit, I don't
right
have
now.
a glass of wine tonight. I don't have
You should get
nothing
one.
to balance me
I
out.
don't know why you don't have one.
Girl, just because the show is serious and I get like crazy sometimes with the wine.
My mind is serious too, and this wine is serious, and I
You
need
like that?
all the wine and seriousness I can get.
You got
from my
like
mind.
the last of the wine.
Did I?
Yeah.
So we gotta go to liquor next.
It's called liquor next. Shit, I need to go to sleep. EDP 365 covers topics with explicit and strong language and is intended for mature audiences only. Topics may be sensitive to some, and everyday people may not agree with the views expressed during the discussion. But keep in mind, we are giving you the point of view of everyday people with everyday situations. EDP 365 is not afraid to go there. All right, y'all.
How you like that? You gon' like that? Da 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 da. Like that? How you like that? Da 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 da. Now, look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. How you like that? Now, look at you now, look at me.
You still want to experience?
Yeah, I have to get in touch with the spirits. My son is all over the place, and I need to find out what his fate is going to be because I'm worrying way too much about him, and I can't.
About my son, I am.
And so, yeah, girl.
No, I mean.
Mine is full grown.
Oh, so now my child.
Okay, well, mine is grown. Okay, and he's just different with his own stuff.
Really?
So, yeah, and I'm really like, again, he's on the brink of major starting.
Absolutely.
But if he does not chill, it's just gonna all go down the drain. And I would hate this to
That might
happen.
be the generation, because you know my girlfriend daughter is PYT, non-mom.
Yeah.
That girl,
Yeah.
she ain't, you got Atlanta police coming to your mama house in VA.
Hello.
There's a problem.
Hello.
There's a problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody got killed in Atlanta. And the ish came, yeah, she ain't do it, but it's just that,
Yeah.
it's what she's in.
So much going on with that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting calls talking about, oh yeah, she walking up the highway. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to drive. I'm like, you know what? You doing way too much.
Case in point, my son Vinci is a whole lot. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain. You never, ever stop worrying about your children. I don't care how old they are. They could be 60. If you're still alive, you will be worried about your children and concerned about their welfare. Yes, it never stops. And for real, there's no book on this. There's no instructions telling us what's right, what's wrong, on how to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all the parents out there. It's deep.
Where he's at, it's not even about me.
No.
I need to drag him in, and I will.
Right.
But it's like, it's really on my mind, heavy on my mind. And I don't, I'm not here to focus on it. It's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, girl. I ain't tripping. Children, no matter how old they get.
They always repeat. I know that my oldest daughter, I'm praying for her just because I want her to be successful on her career path. I know she wants to do nursing. I know that she has all the tools and the resources and everything there. It's all there. It's just a matter of whether or not can she do it. And I'm scared for her because I'm sitting here going, I know you have a learning disability and I never used it before as a crutch. I don't want her to use it as a crutch. But the reality is that I have to let go, which scares the shit out of me because I'm not that kind of mother. I'm the fixer mama. I'm a fixer Jesus. But I can't fix it. Like, when my child can't make too much of a steak and a meal for herself, there's a problem. So I need her to grow up. About to be 18.
Well, you gotta, that's that boot camp. My mama put Naya in
Girl,
boot camp.
yeah.
Well, she knows, she knows how to cook. Plain, she can do breakfast.
Okay, yeah, but no, but Dennis is strong. If I had to, put it like this, it was back to school night this week, and I prepped everything. I said, Shay, just cook it, or finish it up. When I came home, everybody was eating cereal, and the food was still on the stove, and I look at the stove, going, well, what happened? And I don't eat meat, so I couldn't taste the meat, but I could tell by the look of the meat, it looked really dry. So I was like, well, clearly that does not taste good. And then I'll taste the vegetables. They're a little plain, a little different. So I said, I think you need to take home ec. Because clearly either she's going to be a rich woman or she gonna marry somebody that knows how to cook. Because other than that, she gonna starve. She gonna starve. That's why she gotta be rich. She got.
They got Uber Eats now, girl.
She utilizes all of that. She can fry chicken.
Okay, well,
She can fry chicken.
She's good in my book.
She can fry chicken. Now that I'll give her.
Then she's good in my book.
She'll eat fried chicken
Ain't nothing wrong with Shay.
that's it.
Honestly, she cooks.
That's what
How about that? She can cook. Hands up.
I'm like, look, she can fry some chicken. I give her, but the other thing outside the box. No.
We have Blunt. She is the executive producer of Real Women of RVA. She's an author. She's a mom. She's like a everything. She has like everything going on. And so she's here with me tonight. Oh, before I go back, let me go back. Again, we can't do it too different. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lez.
Yes.
And you are
Blunt.
And we are everyday people. So, like I said, Chris isn't here tonight. I don't have any wine tonight. Blunt has the wine.
She's had a long day.
And this is red wine that she's drinking. I believe this is Sutter Homes that she's drinking. It's
Whatever
sweet
it is,
red.
it's good.
Yeah, it's sweet red, so that's what Blunt is drinking. And y'all, please forgive us if sometimes you can't see both of us at the same time, because normally it's a little bit different when Chris is here. And, you know, I have to be able to be on the screen like this so I can see the comments and everything. So it's a little bit different tonight, but, you know, we're going to get through it. It's going to be a great show.
Absolutely.
So tonight, as I said earlier in the promo, it's a sensitive topic tonight, and so we're gonna do our best to get through it. So how it all came about, Blunt was actually shooting. Well, I guess we all were shooting. I was there. Blunt was actually shooting for the show, and there was a young lady in the park, and she was walking in front of me. I think you were off somewhere, and I could hear her talking. And, you know, she's talking about her kids and things like that, and I was like, wow, that's pretty deep. So later on in the, you know, while we're out there, she's doing all the shoots for the show. I said, hey, I think there's a young lady that you need to talk to. And so when we started talking to her, the conversation kind of went in a different place. I don't want to say it went in a different place, but it got a lot more serious. And so it was like, wow, well, maybe I should get her on EDP 365. And she agreed. So she is actually waiting to come on. And so we'll bring her in and get started. All right. So I will let you tell everybody about you and what happened with your son.
We're all living in Florida, and tragically, we walked out of the hotel room and saw Trisha hanging from a tree. The reports we got back from the police didn't add up to the scene that we saw. Me being a nurse myself personally, it didn't add up. And I also took criminal justice, so it just really doesn't add up. They labeled him a suicide case, and we're fighting now, trying to get all involved that we possibly can to actually really dig down to the truth of what actually really happened.
Okay, and so how long ago was this?
It all happened April 9th this year.
April 9th of this year. So it's really still fresh, it's still new.
Yes.
Okay. And so when we had the conversation with you at the park, you mentioned that this happened to other young black boys in Florida as well.
Yes. We did some research, looked up some reports. There were over 20 children in his age range that the police had labeled suicides, and all of their parents said the same thing. It just wasn't in their children's character. We all want answers, because we know deeper down inside there's something else on the base and barrel of this.
Okay, and so it was the same thing. It was a tree and the shoestring. It was the same for each young man, each young teen?
I'm not sure of that.
Not sure, okay.
They're just saying that they all were found hanging from a tree.
Mm-hmm. And
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And I mean, all of the kids were found hanging from trees, and all of the parents are saying the same thing that I'm saying. That's why I went looking, because I'm like, I know this wasn't my child. It wasn't in his character. He wasn't that type of child. And then to know that he had developmental issues mentally, it just kind of adds to the stigmata of this just not being the type of character of a person to actually go out here and commit suicide.
You said you all were at a hotel or you were at home?
We were at a hotel.
Okay. So it was, I don't know, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around being at a hotel and, you know, you all just happened to walk out and you actually saw this, or were you called by the police to say, hey, you know, you need to come outside, this is what's going on? So what was that day like?
That day, the kids went to school. I cooked dinner. I was waiting for them to come home from school. They came in the house playing. My daughter's friend and her goddaughter and boyfriend came over and sat down. We were all sitting there talking. And he went out the door and he stayed out there for maybe about 5-10 minutes. Then he came back in and started talking to me again. He gave me a big hug and a kiss. Drunk a half a gallon of juice and said he had to go to the bathroom. About 20 minutes later, I just felt something wasn't right. And I started calling out for him. He didn't answer. My daughter looked at me and she said, Mom, I think he went back outside. At that moment, her and her friend and her boyfriend and the baby got up to leave the room. They walked out the room. When they got to the car and she turned back around, like coming back towards the room, that's when she saw him hanging from the tree.
That's crazy.
Oh wow, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts at this moment.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. I couldn't fathom the thought, man. I couldn't fathom the thought of my child hanging from a shoestring. Hanging from a tree by a shoestring. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's not even possible for someone to do that to themselves. And it kills me the way they be trying to tell us, you know what I'm saying, how we know it's a whole nother situation, but they be trying to tell us it's some suicide stuff. They did that with my little brother up in New York, and we already knew it wasn't suicide. Definitely delve into things when you know that things aren't right. Don't just accept what people tell you.
There was this guy, he just walked up and he got some pliers. The lady whose boyfriend, you know, people that owns the hotel, he got some pliers and clipped the shoestring from around his neck. Was a white guy with a beard. My daughter and her friend saw him grab the shoestring and walk away from the scene as the police were pulling me from the scene.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. That's just... Wow.
After which we got to the hospital, I still don't have my son's personal belongings.
Wow. Did they say why you can't have his belongings?
They didn't say anything to me about it.
So from April until today, September the 10th, you've heard nothing else has been done, anything. Nothing's been done.
Nothing's been done.
I mean, what can you say? Your heart goes out to her in that situation. You can't really say I understand how you feel, because I don't. I don't understand how she feels. Maybe I know how she feels as a parent when something happens to her child, but something that detrimental, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine having to go through that and to see her strength in that and having conversations with her where I think I probably would have still been breaking down crying today. But just to continue to see her strength through it all and, you know, her wanting to continue to help other people. And you just even wonder today, have they done anything to resolve that? Is that still happening out in Florida? But, you know, again, I just go to praying and supporting and being there for each other and listening. And sometimes you just have to listen. Maybe not always giving feedback, but just listening to someone's story, because walking behind her in that park and just hearing what she was saying and what she was talking about, I was like, yeah, I have got to introduce her to Blunt so she can tell her story.
I give a fling on the duck off. Thought we had a thing, but she cut off. Billy Jean this bitch with the glove off. Told the niggas get a hobby before they went to penis. Now I'm looking for the 30. Put that on everything. Put that on everything.
You know, and now that people see you on the show, her name, everybody, is Lashanda Lashanda Morrow, and you can actually reach out to her on Facebook if you have any questions. And please don't bombard her with questions about what happened. You know, we want to try to keep that down as much as possible, but to be able to say, hey, this is a resource that you can use. This is information that I have. I'm willing to share this with you. This is the opportunity for you to be able to have other people to reach out as well. Lashanda said something, and when I asked her about, you know, what is she doing after she has two other children, and she said that they're 16 and 19. But you know, as a parent, it never stops no matter how old they are. My children are 26 and 20, and whenever Bree is home, I'm like, Bree, where you going? Who you with? Give me a telephone number. What's their address? What's their parents' name? Let me speak to somebody. And so, oh, my niece is watching. Let me speak to somebody. Let me find out what's going on. My son is a little older than Bree, and so when he's traveling across the country, you know, me and my mom are like, okay, Dre, where are you going? What's your flight number? And so as a parent, it never stops, no matter how old they are.
Didn't I just say that to Dee? You never stop worrying about your children. Realest thing ever said.
It never stops. You being a parent and caring and wanting to protect them, it never stops. But when something like that happens, I think it makes you even more protective of your children. I'm not sure what's happening. Hopefully she's gonna come back to the video. But you know, it never stops as a parent. You know, where you at? Where you going? Who is this? Who is that? You know, and as Bree got older, she started to understand, well, no, I'm not trying to be that restrictive helicopter parent. I just want to know where you're going, so if something happens, I know who to call.
Yeah.
Right, I know who to call. I know where you are. I need to be able to say, hey, this is who she's with.
Right.
And this is what happened. If you have some knowledge, share that knowledge with somebody. If you have a connection, share that connection with somebody. There's no need to, you know, keep all that stuff to yourself, you know.
Yeah. It's all about sharing. It is. It's all about sharing. God is about love, and God is love, and love is a part of just sharing everything that you have, sharing with your neighbor, breaking bread, you know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself as you would your neighbor, your brother, as you would yourself, you know what I'm saying?
So this is a start.
This is a start, and it's just the beginning.
This is a start.
Just the beginning.
This to actually get to the point where I can actually talk about it for real without, you know, getting completely choked up. I mean, yeah, I've had my emotional nights.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I get emotional every night. And with it being the 10th today, I'm getting closer to his birthday, so this is like...
When is that?
You know, in my mind, we're getting ready to plan a party, but it's like, you know...
When is his birthday?
September 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, and
he's a Virgo. He's a Virgo. Les, when's your birthday? It was
August 29th.
She shares a birthday with Michael Jackson. And mine is the 15th, which is Sunday. So it's coming up. So yeah, so you know, now I really feel connected. He was a Virgo.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, baby. Now I feel now I gotta help. He was a Virgo. Virgo Nation. It's Virgo Nation. I have to help. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. I'm about to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, please don't break up my table.
I'm over here hitting furniture. I'm feeling real, you understand what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I have to, like, really compassionate.
She get ready to break up my glass table.
I was compassionate that day that we spoke. And it's like every time you tell me what you tell me, I'm like, you know, that's some bull. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I am in you. I got to get my niece on this. Like, we have to, again, Barry University. Like, I know there's somebody in that university. Like, we got connections. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Born rich melody. Same bitch. Baby, couple niggas wanna dirt me, now my level. I don't see him. Told them niggas get a hobby. Before they went to penis, got them looking for the 30.